Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Shut-In Challenge, where, much like myself, 47 doesn't like the outside world very much and prefers to have a roof over his head, as we only commit indoor crimes. Now we're partway through level 3. We have got 3 levels facing us today. We've got Ambrose, Hawke's Bay / Hantu, and Whit Creek, which is alerted. Why did I select these maps? None of these maps are great for the challenge. I mean, let's start with alerted Whit Creek, just cuz. Fibre wire melee, only targets. Could be a tricky little map. And then melee weapon kill we've already got, so let's get a katana on the go. Bring along the old Tanto. And then we'll bring some of the usual gubbins. This might not be so bad, you know. Let's see. We'll grab a stethoscope because it's free. Although it does have a size of 2 compared to the regular fibre size of 1, but that still leaves us enough for a pistol. So with our full equip load, yeah, shouldn't be too hard, because worst case scenario we just pistol people and then scarper. Okay, it's a nice afternoon by the look of it. Do we want to take out the cameras first? Okay, we've got 2 targets actually, who aren't far away. Dave and Jason, and then we've got Gabriel and Lewis over at Janus's property. So at least these 2 nearby targets are outdoors, which presents problems. But we'll see what we can do to solve those problems. Also, there's a guard there because the safe is there. Very well. Cameras first, and hanging out in this garage does definitely count as indoors. So you get in that freezer and lend me your pants. That should be cameras taken care of pretty quick. Good, that's one problem solved. Because there's probably a bunch of cameras around the Janus property, and that's going to be an issue. Now, where has our security guard gone from over here? I don't like that. They've wandered off somewhere. There's definitely no security guard around right now. So let's crack that safe while we've got a moment. We should be able to take out this first guy without too much difficulty. Because when he comes back up here, we can potentially lure him inside the house. And then I think we'll go for fibre, just because it's generally trickier to pull off.
Come on! Is anyone there? Hey, strong.
Oh, he noticed us. Well, didn't help him. But he was a bit more perceptive than I was expecting. We'll put him in a freezer. And that's fibre wire and melee weapon kill taken care of. Surprised you can get both on the same level, because a fibre wire kill is automatically a melee weapon kill, so it's basically like only having 3 challenges. Now, can we see? Oh no, he's moved down there. I was going to say, can we see our man from up here at all? But the answer appears to be no. Or is it? Or is he coming in? Thinking about it. Yeah, he's coming in. So let's seek him and see where he goes. I mean, potentially we could just throw our sword into his head from here. But I want to see if he moves into the Schmidt property or not. Where's he going? Oops. Well, that's what I get for hesitating. We throw our katana away. And he's gone into the Wilson's property. But he has gone into a bog.
Your house is so beautiful.
It's just he might be in full view of lots of people.
I wish my husband would let me come out.
Like her, for example.
Sir, you're not supposed to be here, so would you mind leaving?
Oh, you're going to complain about privacy whilst that guy's just vomiting next to you. We'll just watch her through the window. Nothing unusual about that. And hopefully she'll bugger off before he finishes chucking. Cool. Crime noticed. Who noticed that crime? Lots of people, apparently. Well, we need a ranger around here. Yeah, force him out of cover. He's in there somewhere. Possibly in disguise. He's a wily bastard. Meanwhile, we're just an innocent man, jogging across the street. Even local rangers have to get their exercise at some point. Now, how
Officer?
are we getting into James's property? Nurse outfit? It's generally a solid bet on alerted maps. We've got most of our objectives done, so we don't even necessarily need to get into the property. But then again, how are we going to actually... I was thinking about like shooting people, but how are we going to shoot them from indoors without getting into the property? So yeah, maybe we do need to get in. Maybe we just go for it. In we go. Now there's our man. Is he going to go into this room over the way? I mean, he's out of view of everyone probably from there. And then... oh, bollocks, there goes killing your targets because I'm an idiot. Whoops. As soon as I did that, I was like, wait a minute. Right, bodies are being found. That's unfortunate. No one likes bodies being found. You're a civilian, so we're not going to shoot you. You're a target, and where are you going? So you go outside there, but then you just stand in a spot where we can't really see you. That's unfortunate. Unless... go over there, see what's going on. I should make more use of bullet distractions, they're very handy. And there we go, problem solved. Now let's just slip away before anyone realises what's up. And let's find our supplier. Thankfully, they're not far away. No sign of Helen, so we don't get to dump her in a freezer, unfortunately.
I'm all ears.
But what do you have to sell? Oh, you've got a sniper rifle. We'll take that.
Good choice.
Thanks, Ren. And that's another tricky outdoor map out of the way. Would have been a perfect run if I wasn't an idiot. I could have just taken the clothes off that guy and ducked back into the bathroom, but I was worried that the other guy was going to see me taking the clothes and all that. So, yeah. My mistake. Cost me 1,000 mercers. Will I learn from it? Maybe. No. Still haven't done a Hawke's Bay Showdown on camera, I don't think. So we'll do Ambrose next. Headshot kills only, silence firearm, and eliminate 3 guards SMG. 2 targets though, so not many actual targets. Sniper Epic seems a good bet, because that's a silence firearm. Why is the Seeger advance? only size 2, whereas the Sega Viper is size 4. That's very silly. We'll take the Advance just because it's smaller and we've still got some freelance tools to collect. Yeah, let's bring a duck. A duck could be useful. And let's see what Ambrose is like for shut-in. Okay, we begin in the village. There's a target at the western beach. There's a little hut next to them. That might be our only hope. And then there's a target lurking around near the ruins. I think we'll have to count the ruins as indoors, much like we did on Dartmoor. So, could be tricky all round. Could be horrible. Let's go and see about target number 1, because they're close. And we've got to find 3 indoor guards as well, which means probably Akka's camp. So there's target. We are trespassing. There's no window on the side that we need to target. If we shot that guy, would target then potentially run over to see if he can help him? Maybe. Or maybe target goes far enough down? No, he doesn't. What if we throw a fish at that guy? Is he just going to fall in the water? Maybe. What if we throw scissors to lure him over? And then we throw a fish at his head.
Please go see what that was.
So you are facing... you might see. You might see this man fall over. And you're not the one I want to see this man fall over.
Everything seems normal. No, if you say so.
Come on, lock on. Yeah. What if we throw that there? Who goes? That guy goes again.
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
No, you didn't. You go back. Okay. We've successfully knocked over a man. Is our target going to see that? Maybe eventually. It looks like the others aren't going to. So that's good. We can throw things outdoors if we're not committing crimes with them. So if he doesn't spot the bod, which he hasn't, then we could throw something over here like so. And there we go, he spotted the bod.
Hello? You okay there?
Good.
Are you in pain?
He might be in pain, you know. You should go and have a look. Are you coming in? You are. But either way, down you go.
Sir, you are going to have to turn around.
Okay, I'm sorry. There we go. I'm no longer trespassing. You caught me, but now it's fine. And that actually worked out. Good.
I saw Akka pacing around like a tiger in a cage earlier. It makes me nervous.
Now, what's our next goal? We need a militia guard outfit, for sure. Are there any militia guards in the village that are indoors? Or can we lure one indoors? There's too many ordinary folk about. We've got that room, which has got like 3 guards in it. Well, yeah, there's a militia guard in there actually. But is it a bit unsubtle to just walk in and blast everyone? Yes, is the answer. It's a bit unsubtle. And would it be noticed by people out here? Probably is the other answer. So maybe that plan sits on the back burner for now. There's a militia guard. There's one also. Right, let's throw that on the floor. Then let's leave again.
Right down here. Stand by while I investigate.
Yeah, you go investigate, chummer. Good. That's our guard outfit. That's number 1 down. So now we need to make our way over to the cave area.
Is that?
That's enough.
I always forget that's not just a straight jump down one. It's a briefcase dropping one. Although we can actually carry a briefcase and a sniper in this outfit, can't we? So there is that. But we'll keep it in the briefcase for now. If we can get a second target with an SMG, that would be cool. Now, which way am I going? The answer is entirely the wrong way. It's the other beach that has the steps that lead up to the ruins. Now, we could potentially grab a Durian as well, just because it's nice to have that hanging around. It might not even technically count as a crime to throw it, but we'll treat it as such. And we'll only throw it from indoors if we need to. The caves are probably sufficiently indoors. Was I of that opinion? Or was I not? I can't recall. Maybe they weren't. No, I think I said at some point that the biolab in Sapienza would count as outdoors,
Need anything?
but the
Very
buildings
well.
within it would count as indoors. Now, there's a Drazina Arctic hanging around, so
Just
that
come
might be
back
the
if
last
you
thing we
need more.
need before we prestige, but I do have a habit of losing sniper rifles, so there might be more that are on the menu. Where's old Enforso going? No, is this another jump that leaves our briefcase behind? It is. But potentially... no, I was going to say potentially we could blow up that wall and get in that way. But we can't, because that would be doing an outdoor crime. So let's see what we can do around here. This upstairs bit is outdoors for sure. Target is down there. This lower bit of the ruins, though, is definitely indoors.
You gotta stop that right now.
Got a roof over its head and everything. Yeah, this feels comfortably indoors.
I think we should tell Mills. He'll know what to do with the body.
What the hell is wrong with you? If anyone will snitch to Cress, it's
Cool. That's our SMG kills dealt with. Now, is there any way that we can lure our man up here? I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe if we cause enough chaos, he'll eventually make it up because all the other guards are dead. But what we could really use is a civilian who comes up here. Because then we could put a gun down, they would go and find the nearest guard, we kill the nearest guard, the next guard comes up, and so forth. But yeah, there's no walls or anything that let us look in the direction we need. Still indoors here. Still just about under a roof. So we'll take down that lad and his mate when his mate comes back to a position we can hit. Although can we hit his mate from over here? We can. Could just use a pistol for that, but hey ho, full ammo. Now at some point Orson's going to notice that, but I wonder if Orson counts as a guard or if he counts as a civilian.
Oh shit.
I think
Man, we've got a casualty.
he counts as a guard, and therefore he's not going to go and get someone else to collect a gun for him. Now, who spotted the bod and where are they? Worst comes to worst, we can fire off some noisy guns and hopefully lure people that way. People are definitely finding bods and they're requesting backup. So Orson does count as a guard.
5-5 JHQ, come in.
Shame. So is anybody else going to notice this pile of bods? We can also scout on, I guess. See what we can see down here, but yeah. Yeah, there's our man. And there's no way to see him from up here. And there's no buildings down on that lower section. It's going to be tricky. Right, find the perp, guys. There we go. Our man is on alert.
Shooter can't be far. Eyes open, okay? Copy that.
Where you going?
Hit hard. Watch the bastard out.
Oops. There we go. Took a few shots. Headshot kills only might go down the toilet. But it hasn't yet. So if we just keep alerting people. Our man is on alert once again. But then he loses interest real quick. Maybe it's because other people are closer. And if we keep murking people, eventually he'll be the one who comes over.
Oh! Guys, I need some backup.
Right, so you've spotted the bod.
Man, anybody there? Come in.
That's distracted you somewhat.
I think we got a mass murderer on our hands.
Nah. There's no mass murderer here.
Man,
It's just a man with a self-imposed challenge. What if we fire it a little closer to where our man is? I do think this is going to be a case of we need to eliminate everyone else who's closer than our man, and then eventually he'll come up. You've spotted bots out there, have you? There you go. Here he comes. It only took 7 or 8 senseless murders. But our man is finally approaching. Along with his friend.
what the? We need more.
We need more. Oh. Missed him, but that's fine. There we go. Job done. And all it took was half of the ruins being shot dead. That's what they get for disturbing a national monument of historical importance. Now, where do we leave our briefcase? We don't need Diana to be complaining about the constant briefcase budget. Oh, enforcer. Yeah, you bugger off. Let me leave. I'm going home. Yeah, it's definitely some maps that are highly unsuitable for shut-in, it seems. Fresh air. There's no map that is unsuitable aside from New York, which just can't be done because it's entirely within doors. But other than that, every map has ample amounts of outdoor space. Whereas indoor space, yeah, kind of tricky on some of them. But with a bit of stretching of the definition of indoors, we had a roof over our head. I'm allowing it. Job done. And so that leaves us with a showdown, which will be on Hawke's Bay, or possibly back at Antu. Kill any targets, take no damage, silence Pistola. Eliminate during tell is possible with silence. Smoker and Sweet Tooth. So Smoker means they're going to go to the same spot over and over again and have a Smoker. If it's anywhere near the house, then that should be fine. It should be doable. Kill only targets though. Could go down the toilet, as it often does. I'll bring the Seeker, but we can't use it if we are going for eliminate during tell. But I will bring it anyway, just because I can. And we are looking for red hair, hat, necklace, tattoo. So to me that says red hair, hat, no glasses. Those are the first things I'll look for. And let's go and see which map we're on.
Welcome to Singapore.
Ah, good old Hantu once again. Very well. Now, we are merely trespassing. So if we get caught, it's not the end of the world. We'll just get delivered. What are you looking around for, weirdo?
Okay, nothing here, but I'm not liking this.
Yeah, if we get caught, we'll just get escorted back to the start. And that's fine.
Just a number 5 with the... Oh, you got it.
But can we get into this building without getting spotted? We can. Now, a guard might come in here at some point soon. Yeah, thinking about it, Hawke's Bay was going to be tricky because you'd have to get into the house without a disguise. Which would have been a fun little challenge, but not one we have to worry about now, thankfully. Maybe that guy is coming in. No. Can I lure anyone? I don't think anyone's close enough right now. And this room is hostile rather than just trespassing, so I'll have to be careful if someone does come in. Wonder if that guy was a lookout. Come on, guard. You can hear that, right? No, apparently you can't. Right, assassin nearby. I just want to get an outfit so I can start looking at people. How did you not hear that? Jeez. But this guy, he walks right past the door as well, doesn't he? How are they not hearing anything from in here? It's like a dead zone. Maybe I should just get escorted back to the start and then use a port security outfit, but then I might get spotted by a lookout whilst I'm being escorted, and you can't really change your route very much when you're being escorted. So you've got red hair and a hat, necklace, earrings though. You've got earrings, you're off the list. We'll do what we can from this room. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that no one is willing to come in here. Right, did you see me? Now that guy's come to stand over here. He's not normally there, right? Again though.
Please, did you go and find out what that was?
Very well.
Yeah, good. We got the suspect's attention, and she has called in a man who I think is a lookout. And we should. It might be an assassin, actually. Yeah, he was an assassin. Okay. Does that mean we can't take his clothes? Dagnammit. That didn't help us then. What if we drop a gun? Someone should see that gun, right? And then they'll bring it in and put it in the box. I'd rather it wasn't my actual gun. But that's the world in which we live right now. Check it out. Yeah, you've seen it. Now, if we stand here, are we spotted by someone who walks in through that door? All I know is, I hope not. Let's see. Don't know where that guy's gone to try and get a guard. There's probably one closer than the one he's going for. Here we go. Here comes a guard. He's going to come in here and drop off the gun. And then he's going to give me his pants.
That's something.
Alright, come on in, friendo. Oh, come on, where are you going? This is the nearest box. Or are you going around, coming this way? Weird. I guess they treat that as a locked door then? Either way. He's in a cupboard. And his pants are ours. And our pistol is back in our hands. Good. Now we can actually start doing things. So, who are you? Looks like you're walking with a purpose, like you're going to a meeting. You've got a hat and red hair for sure. No glasses, you've got a necklace. Now you're going to a secret meeting. Or just a regular one. So it's with her, who we know is off the list. And yeah, it's a business meeting, so he's not the one. If we can strike him off the list officially, that would be grand, but we'll wait until he comes out. Now, we've got targets over here. You have got glasses, so you're off the list. You don't have a hat, I don't think. No. Also, you appear to be sitting on an invisible bench. I mean, that would be a great spot for a kill, because this is a nice isolated little area. But sadly, she's not the one. We're going to have to get on the ship then. Might have to get on the ship. Right, there goes our man, who is not the one. Can we pick him off? Kind of hard when there's three of them walking together. But our last two targets are both on the ship. So we need to find a way up there. And with our man there, we're going to get spotted.
Hey, gut!
No,
What are you up to?
I'm up to nothing. Don't worry about me.
Stop! Now!
Nothing to do with you. Now, I've got a safe. And it's in a room, which is nice. We like in a room. You can go in a cupboard. Alright, so there's a lookout nearby. Still some searching happening. So is that guard still trying to find us, even though we're in here now? Maybe. I'm sure he'll give up. There we go, he's given up. So there's no clues for this safe in the safe room. That strikes me as a little unusual, but it's probably fine. They won't be far away, will they? Are you a lookout? Definitely a guard. So there's a clue up there by the look of it on the helipad. Not sure where else around here is a sensible place for a clue to be placed. Excuse me, friend. Oh, there it is. I guess there were no other sensible places to put it, so it was left in a silly place instead. But that's fine. The main thing is, we got the 3 clues. And we can rob the safe, which means we might be able to afford a sniper rifle on the way out. No. It looks like our man just doesn't want to come back down to that hut, so I guess this is our outfit, unless we find a sailor outfit again. We know where we can find one of those. What are they up to? Are you smoking? Are you going indoors? How handy. Are you the target? Got an assassin. You've got a sweet tooth. I think you might be the target. I think.
You need to help. The target's
Yeah, the target's trying to escape. Well, can't have that. Haven't eliminated during Tell, unfortunately. But I didn't want to eliminate the target before the assassin, because then the assassin would turn and kill me. And then we would lose kill only target. So I should have done it that way round, because if we lost kill only targets, we only lost 1,000. But I guess the important thing is that we've eliminated the target and we're still alive. So we can advance onto level 4. Now, where was our supplier? They were down and off the ship somewhere. And we should be able to get off the ship now without our sussy friend complaining too much. Yeah, I was worried that our target was about to leave that room, which is why I acted so fast. But that's... Ah, we've got spotted anyway on the way out. It's fine. Don't you worry about me, friendo. I'm just going for a jog. Assassin alerted. I guess that would be the one that we knocked out. Someone's woken them up.
Hey, you need anything?
And they are not happy.
Thank you.
But that's fine. We'll take our sniper rifle.
Come back anytime.
And money is basically pointless now until we prestige again, I think. But we'll keep going for as many challenges as possible because it's fun. And we should now be able to leave via the car. I was told it was fixed, but at the same time I'm not seeing Spider Lily's car, so... Unless it's this car back here. Yeah, that'll be the one. Yeah, so this has now apparently been fixed, and we should be good to go. Now what's our prize? It's just Dosh. Of course it is. And now I'll select some spiffing levels for next time. Hopefully 6 that we've not yet seen. And we will see if we can continue to stick to indoor crimes and get the rest of this challenge complete. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.